Well, here we are, same day. Since I have no editing software, I can't edit things out, so we're working on replacing the shocks right now on the street truck. And I've got, sorry about the audio on that last video, it kind of got wonky there at the end, but nothing I can do about that. Anyway, I'll show you what I'm doing. I've got, this is the top, where am I at, of my shock here. So I've got the nuts off, which what you have is a securing nut and then a jam nut, and underneath that is a rubber bushing and a metal collar, and they kind of look like that with the end of the shock sticking through it. So I've got that part loose. Now we're going to climb up underneath the truck and I'll go on ahead and pull the shock out the bottom. Never really need more than this as long as it's good. And I lost my other socket. There it is. Right there. So I like to lay on a board. I don't like laying on the cement, and there's not enough room for my creeper. So we got lightning. It's already rained on me once, but I gotta get this done, so then we gotta take these two bolts out, and there are the other socket that I lost already. There it is, hiding under my arm. So we'll get these out, and it's gonna be a quick video. Not much to them. It's actually relatively easy, to tell you the truth about it. Getting the shocks replaced is more important than the tie rod end at the moment, because the shocks are the part that's making it bounce. And it's hard to believe these shocks are barely over a year old. And I mean, they're literally just outside of their manufacturer's warranty. But they're not. Let me put this phone down here. Yeah, that's not a very good view, is it? Yeah, we'll do this. Anyway, they're not very good warranty-wise. You can get this one bolt out. And you can see where I'm working there. Here. And oh, we gotta go a little bit more. It's that easy. So now we'll go back to the back of the truck and we'll get our replacement parts. I'm thinking flipping this camera around on this phone within the YouTube app is what's causing my audio to be goofy. But anyhow, we'll get the shocks replaced. Ooh, somebody's unhappy. Get you goopy there. There you are. So we've got our new shock. And what we do is we take the metal collar and we'll stack that up on there, and then we'll take rubber grommet. Always remember, we got the little end, so it's got a little ring right there, and then you got a big ring. The big ring goes towards the bushing, and the little ring goes towards the hole in the frame. So that's all there is to that. Now, the fun part is finding that hole. And bingo. See? Now this shock is unloaded, which could be kind of a pain. So that's why I left. I don't know if you can see it. That bolt right there is going to be not my saving grace, because these shocks don't have it, the provision for it. So looks like we're gonna have to take a different approach at this. Now when I lowered this spring, or this truck, I really didn't do anything but replace the ball joints and cut the springs. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. That's a big no-no. Well, actually, it's really not. Basically, all what they do when you buy lowering springs is you just buy springs that they made shorter than the factory ones. There's nothing special about them. Now, this is going to be the hard part. Take my bolt, muscles, and push. Now, let's get into this real quick, so you know. If you look, this bar, this crossbar right here, this thing here, and it's raining on me again. Nice. Yep. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's starting to pour. So we'll get this shock put in, and we'll go stand in the garage for a minute and let this little storm burst pass. The mother bolt. A little water never hurt me, and well, we're staying dry under the truck. And my phone is obviously staying dry. Yeah, it's been 8 minutes, and I've already almost got one shock completely replaced. And it only took me 5 minutes to take the nuts off of both shocks on top. And I'd have probably been done with this alright a little quicker if I hadn't been laying here ratchet jawing with you guys. But that's, I don't mind. Try to center that baby up in the hole. It's starting to rain harder now. I can actually feel the water soaking through my jeans. These don't have to be balls tight. Just German torque specs, good and tight. The max torque of a 1/4-inch drive ratchet is usually right around 30 foot-pounds before you can feel the ratchet trying to groan a little. This is a Stanley ratchet. I bought it at Walmart. It is nothing special. So, I'm getting my butt wet, so let's go inside. I guess we can say it's cigarette 30. See, the ground's getting wet. You can see blue sky up there, so you know she's not going to last long. You gotta love the rain. Well, I guess we'll about 11 minutes on this one here, so I guess we'll say to be continued. How you like looking up my nose? Ha! That's a little joke. YouTube humor. Haha. Funny, funny, laugh, laugh. Anyway, I suppose we're going to end it here for now. It's going to rain for a little while. You don't need to see me put the top back together. Put it back together exactly the same way you took it apart. Sometimes you'll have to get inside and in between there and get a hold of something. Most shocks come with a little deal on the end of it. You know, usually this one here was a 6mm, and you just put a wrench on the end of it and you can take the nut loose, and then when you put it back together, you put the wrench back on the top of it and you tighten the nut back up. You don't want to over tighten it, you just want to snug it up where you see the little rubber bushings down in the bottom. Down there, there's my compressor. Anyway, you'll see the little rubber bushings. You'll see them where they'll start to push out just a little bit around that steel washer. And that's it. You don't want to tighten them any tighter than that. You just want to tighten them up to where that's good and snug, so that bushing doesn't waller around in there or move. So be it, however you want to say it. But you get her all put back together, and that's the end of the shock replacement. I would do a little better for you, but well, it's raining, so, and it might rain for another 30 minutes or so, and everything's going to be soaking wet. So I'll be out there with my blowgun blowing water off so I can get back in there and get her done, because I've got to have this truck done tonight, because I'm going to Wichita in the morning in this truck. So yeah, anyway, that'll be the end of I Almost Crashed My Truck Part 2, and we'll see you for Part 3. If you like my attitude, click like and subscribe and ring the bell and you'll get notification. Have fun.